All right. Okay, so, okay, welcome. 21W16A. So, a pretty cool snapshot this time. There's been, it looks like we're going to get like data packs every week to install for the World Gen update, and there's also going to be new features for the old stuff. So, uh, well, you know what I mean. There's going to be new features for the, because of the way that obviously what happened last week. So, there's going to be lots of fun stuff anyway, even more than before. That's how it looks like the end result. So, seems pretty good. Let me just check. Got everything working well. Let's just try and get it to work. Alright, so we've got this loading of worlds with extended height is disabled. Okay. So let's do create new world. I'm just going to do default world then. 21W16A. Did I not put in the category right here? That looks right. Gaming, Minecraft. Wow, why is there no one in the room? That's really weird. Normally you get people actually arriving by now. You know what it is? I think people gave up on waiting for the update. Not me. Did I not do oh, of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. Oh well, there's no one actually here yet anyway. Why have I still got it like that? Alright, no one needs to know about that one. Alright, so we're going to check out everything today, I think. So we're going to start by looking at the new features, and then we're going to look at the new features in the data pack. So that'll be cool. So 21W16A. Let's start by looking at the regular features, and then I'm also going to open up the data pack, and we'll look at those in a moment as well. Alright, well, no one wants to know about the new features. Well, I do, so, you know, unfortunate. That's not bad. Whoa, what a spawn that is, wow. Right next to, on a cusp of a desert village with a ruined portal right in the middle. Look at that spawn. That's a nutty spawn, right? I like that. If anyone's interested in that. Yeah, how good spawn is that? You know what? The best spawns are always these ones where you've got a... Yeah. I mean, that's close to being actually in the... Oh, yeah, we're actually in the river where that is spawned. Kind of funny that it overwrites that, but anyway. Well, look at that, a village and a thingy there. That's an amazing spawn. Village, ruined portal, and a... I can't remember the name of this structure. What does it count as? What does it count as, actually? Desert pyramid, of course. And the other one's jungle pyramid. It's like so... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyway. I can't believe it. No one in the chat. That makes no sense. That makes no sense, dude. Alright. Well... Oh, it's because I called it Snapshot. Snapshot. Oops. What a fail. Alright, let's look at the features then. Alright, let's go. Let's actually start in the other area. Do we have a axolotl spawning in here? Not at the moment. Right, Azalea. What can you summon there? Azalea and flowering. Are these like the sapling blocks or what? Let me just see. There's obviously some interaction with bone meal. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Oh wow. Interesting. Doesn't work on the leaves there. Still got the oak thing. Okay, well there's that. Let's see what else we got. Right. So we do have differences in the texture of the raw. Oh wait, you can make blocks of them as well now. That's interesting. And we've got raw iron, raw copper, raw gold, and that's it still. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've got raw gold. Kind of interesting. What other mossy blocks are there? Wait, no, not that. Okay, anyway. What just happened there? Did I just place that? I didn't mean to. I must have accidentally taken the wrong block. Did I put the wrong... Did I do something wrong with my title? It's so weird that literally no one arrived for this. I didn't... Oh, well. There's no one actually here yet anyway. Wait, no, not that. It's a huge mystery. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I don't know why no one decided to arrive. But anyway, because that never happens. Normally, I mean, I sometimes have quieter days than others, but oops. This is quite a significant Minecraft update, and it was quite popular in the last week or so. I guess people don't really understand how Minecraft works. Like, it doesn't mean that like activity on the Minecraft update is going to stall. Anyway. So let's move on to the growth now. We need to get some dripstone. So it looks like we need to create a situation that is going to feature some sort of water source. Why have I done that incorrectly? Nope. Well, some interesting behavior with this. Random tick speed. Remember, it's 3 is the default. I'm going to change it to 3000. Oh, look at that! Wow. That is cool, man. Will it grow to... Huh! Okay, I like that. So it says a stalactite will only grow up to 7 blocks long, and a stalactite will only cause stalagmite growth if the floor. Let's do maybe a larger scale version of this. So it can only grow 7 blocks long, and the stalactite will only cause stalagmite growth if the floor or stalagmite below is within 10 blocks. Right? So we take the floor here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm probably going to be one off, but whatever. And then let's just go like way out this way. Just maybe. This is going to be fun. And then we probably need to do another. And then we just need to do these rows as well, right? I could have obviously, I've done it a little bit too little, but this will still be fun enough. I could have gone a bit higher than this, but we should still get a pretty awesome effect from it. So take a look now. Sorry. You could obviously use the fill command for this as well, which I would have done if I wasn't. So take a look now. Take a look now. That is awesome. That is so awesome. I love that. And it looks like it's just random, because you notice this one, the stalactites just grew all the way down. Right. So you're always going to get like a, yeah, it'll just be like a random pattern basically. It's weird that this one hasn't grown at all. That one's pretty, yeah, no, it's not that weird, is it? Actually, that's actually a good way to demonstrate the differences, right? But yeah, that's awesome though, right? That is really awesome. I love that. I don't know what happened to the viewers today. It was so weird. I must have just not gotten the results. Oh well. All right. And the other thing is if it says if the stalagmite tip is inside water, it won't receive drops and therefore won't be grown. Right. What it's saying is if this is the situation, it won't grow. It will never grow into a fluid, basically. Trying to think how I can illustrate that in a meaningful way. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. It doesn't grow into a fluid. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to try out the new data pack for. So this is for the world gem features. So you'll notice, right, if we look at the world gem at the moment, the world gem is reverted back. So you can see it just goes down to what you might expect, right? 0. But what they're doing is they're doing it so that there are still going to be world gen updates, but it's going to be just in a data pack they release every week. From the looks of it, that's how it's working, right? And that looks like a pretty sensible plan. So just to review, we've got enhanced stalactite and stalagmite growth. It will grow the stuff from below. The new raw textures and the new raw gold, raw copper and raw iron blocks, and finally the new textures as well on the actual drops. So let's go and see if we can install a nice data pack here. Create new world, and we're going to go for creative world, more world up, data packs. I sure do. All right. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Bubs, but I don't know why. Normally I do get actually viewers for this. This is obviously a very good topic. The problem is that when I made the video name, I called it Snap-Hot instead of Snapshot. That may have had something to do with it, but it's still quite unusual that I didn't get any views for this. Also, there's like a thing with the timing. This release was released really, really late. Yeah, now people are coming, but it's like... Alright, so we look at the data pack features. Am I really going to have to go for... You know what, I'm going to have to do this bit first. I might go back and do the other features in a minute. Should be okay. Alright, so it doesn't seem like there's a huge amount of features in this in the data pack. What it says, it seems to say there's we've got some ore veins and we've got some lava aquifers as well. But yeah, a lot of you guys, you're actually pretty late. I've already done everything. So I recommend you go back in the stream the last 20 minutes. Is this the same spawn? Oh, it looks like a very similar spawn. That's really weird. All right, let's go look at the new lava aquifers, if I may. We'll do effect. Yeah. What's the Y level here? Minus 18. I don't know if this counts as the lava aquifers. Yeah, this is a lava aquifer, right? Because it goes down through the world. So yeah, before, remember, I think at this level there was... we probably should do lush caves on this, actually. Just to give you guys a little review, because I see that there's actually a few people actually here. And that is the following. I've made this little structure. I'll just show you it again, I guess. So the big update really is if you take a look at what happens now, if we just take a look here, and then we do game raw random tick speed, you'll notice now that here these stalagmites here, they're actually going to generate. That's already happening. They're actually going to generate ones at the bottom as well. So basically, if the stalactite here is not going to be in water, or it's going to grow into a fluid, it won't grow from the bottom. But you see, this is pretty cool new behavior, right? And it'll be like random ticks. Ignore this one. This one doesn't really count because there's no water above it. I can just block that off actually. But yeah, it's pretty cool though, right? It's pretty cool. And the other thing that we have is we also have raw iron. So you can see we have here block of raw iron, block of raw copper, block of raw gold. And if we look at the textures, you can see we've got raw iron, we've got raw copper and raw gold with new textures. And that's about it. But what I was actually doing was actually messing around with the other one. But yeah, so that's it for those things. Now what they've done is they've made it so, because it's been split into two, these are like the features. Oh yeah, the other thing as well, which I also did, but I will show you again, is if we look at the azalea and we also look at the flowering azalea and we look at some bone meal, this looks like it's a little bit closer to, I think I was looking at the bedrock edition. It also does that. We've got flowering azalea and azalea. But you can see there's actually going to grow now. So it still has the oak logs, but eventually that will not have the oak logs, right? And yeah, this is a really good seed, by the way, if anyone's interested in a seed for the latest snapshot. I've literally got a village and a desert pyramid right here. So if you want to try out a cool seed, it's pretty cool actually. It's like, and you could literally you could actually transfer the villagers from here to the, I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but you might want to. If you wanted to transfer the villagers from the village to the desert pyramid, that'd be pretty easy, right? If you look at the way this is. So latest snapshot 21W16A, check it out. But yeah, what I would like to do though is, I'll quickly show you this again. So we're going to go for a single biome. We're going to go for a lush. It should still be here, right? So the lush caves is still there. Don't actually know if this is going to work. We're going to go for our data pack. And this is a new data pack, right? So if you go to the update, you'll see this is the new data pack. So this is a way. It's not a data. It's literally it's you leaving as I add the data pack. It is literally a data pack which is on the snapshot page. If you go to the snapshot 21W16A, it is part of the snapshot. So data packs are now part of the snapshot. And that's because they're still working on the update, right? They're still working on the World Gen update, but it's now just part of a data pack they release on the snapshot page every week. Okay, so, and this one adds lava, aquifers, and I'm not sure exactly if this is going to work too well, but we'll see. But yeah, this is not, you're right, electricity, welcome Puppy Doctor as well. But yeah, so lots of cool stuff. We're going to see exactly what happens here though. But yeah, let's just take a little look, shall we, and see if the world gen is different here. So you can see it looks like if you've been following any of the snapshots, you know it's not too different from what we've had before. Sorry. Yeah, it's the same Untold. Yeah, it's basically the same, but we've got now lava aquifers. If I just read what it says on it, let me read this stuff. It says aquifers below height 0. Let's go below height 0. We already are. Will sometimes be lava aquifers instead of water aquifers. All veins can now spawn underground. Copper veins form above height 0, and iron veins are below height 0. So I don't know. This might be difficult to find this stuff. Obviously, we know that if it's, you don't really need to look at the actual thing because we. Yeah, I'm not sure if the lava aquifers are working out. I don't know. It's hard to tell if this particular biome is different from the other biomes. I'd like to see if I can find maybe some ore veins though. I don't know. It's difficult when to look for stuff like this. It might be dependent on the biome to find an ore vein. We look at this. You can see the copper is above 0 at least. There's a mine shaft. I would love to find an ore vein there. I don't think it adds it for the. I think the thing is that they're working on this separately. If I looked at a, this was the other one I had. This one I think actually does add the features. Because these are the aquifers, right? Just trying to find an actual ore vein. Yeah, it definitely didn't look like this before, right? These are the aquifers at minus 14. So I think this is a pretty good example, right? So if I went into, so you could do stuff like this, right? That's pretty fun. I'm pretty sure no one was doing that before, right? Now, the final thing then I haven't found is the ore veins. Then, yeah, that is cool, right? I like that. But yeah, I don't think they're in the lush biomes biome yet, though. I think they're doing that separately. From what I can tell, it looks different to me. This looks like what they have actually done, the work they've done on just a regular world. They're not working specifically within the lush caves. So it looks like, I think we're in lava now. I think also there's like a weird, like, it kind of looks different, right? When we're under lava here. But I don't know. I'm not entirely certain. Really would like to find. I'm currently looking for that job. I'm looking for the ore vein. There might be one somewhere. Not exactly sure because it says like we need to be about. If I sort of look about 0, which I am about 0. If I just look, there might be one above a copper. There might be one below of iron, right? So I'm just going to keep looking, I guess, just for a few minutes. Going to wind down the stream pretty soon, but I would like to just see if I can find one. Any ore veins there? The iron ones are surrounded by tuff, and the copper ones are surrounded by granite. Okay. What's this? Is that? I think this is it, right? That's an iron ore vein, right? Let me just check. Yeah, this is it. Sorry, I sometimes forget what tuff looks like. So yeah, so this is at minus 41, right? So the copper ones should be above 0, right? So yeah, this actually, yeah, there's actually, oh yeah, actually it goes on the roof as well. So they're quite small. Like if you play with like Greg Tech and stuff, they're much bigger. Oh, no, actually, they go pretty far. It's kind of like, yeah, yeah, they're decent. They're decent. Like there's probably like what, like about 30 or 40 blocks in there. So there'll be some I can't see as well, right? So there's probably about 30 or 40 in the ore vein there. Now let's go. Should we try and find a copper one? Let's try and find a copper one, and then I'll be pretty satisfied actually with what I've done today because I've really done a lot of the stuff. It will go beyond the cave. I'm just going to guess that there's probably, like I said, there's probably 40 or 50 blocks there. I could only see probably 25, but there's probably like 50, maybe 75 there. So we do have granite near here. Yeah, so granite looks like it does feature much more heavily at a higher Y level. Was that always the case? What is the... Because look, this is deep slate at level 15, right? That's kind of unusual. I don't know. No, this doesn't look like a vein. This might be a vein though, right? It's kind of... I think in general, copper... yeah, in general you could say... Yeah, the general rule is copper will spawn above 0 with granite, right? And iron will spawn below 0 with tough. But yeah, I think we're going to just wind things down at this point. Not too much more else to look at. So, yeah. I think that will do for this particular episode. I'll be back for another snapshot maybe next week. We'll see. It depends what comes out next. You know what? Maybe I could go a little longer because I haven't got... what happened there? So I've got a huge lag spike there. Alright, so I'm just going to review some of the other stuff. Seeing as... Because the thing is, I had to do this several times anyway. So if any of you are... And I've got it here, so I may as well. It's not going to be useful for another time. Alright, so if any of you are just arriving... So if anyone's just arriving, we can take a look at what is added... let's see, game rule. Random tick speed 3. Okay, if anyone's just... Okay, if anyone is... Wait. Okay, if anyone is just arriving, we're going to take a look at some of the new features of the snapshot here. So, you can see we've got some water here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place some dripstone below. Now, this dripstone, if it's 10 blocks within the ground, what it's actually going to do is actually going to start growing some... The stalactite here is actually going to grow some stalagmites from the ground. And we can see that happening like this. If we change this to like 3000, you're going to see that the actual stalactites start growing from the ground, and also the stalagmites are going to grow as well. So it's pretty cool, that, right? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Now, the other feature we've got is we've also got some new blocks, which are the block of raw gold, the block of raw copper, and also we've got the block of raw iron. So you can see those blocks here, right? Now, the other thing that we also have is the Azalea Trees. So if we take a look at... take a look at the stuff we find with the Azalea Trees underground, so we take the Azalea and the flowering Azalea here, we take some bone meal. What we can do now is we've got the flowering bone meal. You can see we can actually bone meal these now. Now they still have the oak log tree textures, but it's pretty cool. Let's get the bone meal again. Oh yeah, another thing as well. So basically both of these are going to grow into the trees, right? Now another thing that you've got as well, and just to point out, look how good this spawn is. If you're playing in a new seed, I recommend checking out this this seed here. It's really, really cool. You've got a desert village here, and you could actually send the villagers from the desert village all the way around here, and look where they're going to go. They could get all the way to the desert pyramid, so that would be pretty cool, all right? So yeah, so just to clarify then, let's try that one more time with this. This you could never get bored of, right? I also love the sound of the things falling, right? So we're just going to do this one more time, just in case there's any new people that are arriving, want to see what's going on here. Don't think that one will work. Shouldn't do, right? I'm also going to show you something else while we're here, just a little bit of extra. And that's going to be this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a special little preparation here of these ones. So you can see these ones are... Let's take a look, see what happens when we set this to 3000, shall we? So you can see it actually spawned one there. You can see they're actually spawning them on the ground. It's because the liquid is going down from the top here, and it's actually spawning the stalagmites on the ground. And it actually spawned it directly as well on top of this raw copper block as well. So I think it can actually spawn it on top of like any block. We could try some other blocks. The ones where we have like a trapdoor, for instance. It probably wouldn't work on that, right? This one, I don't know why this one's not growing. See, sometimes they all grow at like different speeds and do different stuff. But I don't think it will grow on any of these, right? Let's see. I think it has to be a solid block. Let's try slabs, maybe. It's going to... yeah, it won't do that. It doesn't actually want to grow on that either. It's kind of like, I'm not sure what the rules are with what blocks it can actually grow on. Could just make it a little bit faster as well, maybe. There you go. So you can see it's not going to grow on. It will just spawn on any solid block. But you'll notice that what I was trying to say with these ones is that it just doesn't grow, right? So if I just took a bucket here, I think there were some changes to powdered snow as well. That you can see immediately it grows, right? As soon as you take the water out. That one, yeah. So yeah, you can see, and it's just going to like connect at random spots. We also had some more changes to the goat that maybe I've missed out on. So what is the deal with the goat? The goat AI looks a bit messed up. Yeah. Anyway, I think we are going to leave it at that point. But thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in. And go back in the stream if you're interested. I did explore a little bit extra stuff as well. Thanks, guys.